Welcome to the Bleed Norwich podcast. So, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Bleed Norwich podcast. Today, I have Alex, the boss, and
Hello,
Jack.
everyone.
This might be the first time where all three of us have appeared on a video together since the Holland vlog.
It's as rare as an Ipswich win.
It certainly is. Oh,
You said it, Alex. You said it, not me.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. 3 games for them, 0 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws. They played good opposition, though, so we can't really say too much on them until we see them play in Oxford and lose at home to them. But yeah, it's good. It's good.
And then it just spiraled out of control.
I'll tell you what, it's good to see them start off this season, just how they finished last season. I must say. Well, all right, we'll go round. Alex, how are you?
Oh, well, mate, how are you?
Yeah, keeping well, busy. Jack, how are you doing in your little man cave? For those who are on Spotify, you can't see right now. Jack is filming from his shed. His missus has had enough.
Yeah, no, all good, mate. All good. Love and life. Yeah, been demoted to the shed as opposed to the living room. So, you know, we make do.
That's it. We're here at Bleed Norwich, we're all about improvisation and making things work, and we certainly do that. Well, it's been the start of the season. We've had 3 games. We've had wins. We've had losses. We've had goals. We've conceded goals. We've had the whole shebang. I think we'll start off with Millwall at home. Obviously, first game of the season. None of us were actually there. Alex, were you there?
I wasn't.
No, none of us there. I did watch it for work, so I was able to know what was going on and see the game. But what did you guys make of that performance?
Jack, do you want to go?
Yeah, I thought the first kind of 20, 25 minutes, we looked really good.
Yeah, definitely.
And it just seemed to go downhill from there, really, which is not to be expected, but it's understandable because it's a whole new system we're playing. You know, we've got however many new first team players, majority in the starting 11. So it's to be expected that we are a bit ropey from time to time. But yeah, like I say, first 20, 25, we were brilliant, and then we just seemed to drop off.
Yeah, touching on the whole new setup, I think there was 5 new players that played in that game, and then there was 8 in total with the subs as well. So very new system and setup. And
this is what I've always said. There's no cause for concern with that Millwall game, which is what I said in my review. It's like you say, we had so many new players and we've had a new system, a new manager, all in the space of the last sort of 3 months. Millwall, they had 2 new players in their starting lineup in Alfie Doughty and their goalkeeper. And Alex Neil was their manager last season, so the system hasn't changed for them. It's all the same, really. And for them, it was just sort of business as usual. Whereas us, it was like, okay, we've got to get used to this now. So it was always understandable we were going to find that first game a bit difficult. But just on a pattern with the 3 games that we've had is the issue of the second halves. It seems. Alex, I'll jump to you. What do you think needs to change, really? Because obviously it does seem like we're getting tired a bit too quickly, aren't we?
Yeah, it does seem that way, that we are getting tired early on in the second half, and then it just progresses through the whole half, and it's just like the other team can press on us a bit more and create opportunities that we can't get our heads around, type thing.
Yeah, we do sit back a bit, don't we, Jack? It's it has become a bit of a reoccurrence over the last 3 games. The opposition do take control. Granted, the first 2 were the 2 wins, that we've had. The previous 2 were away games, or we were 2-0 up away from home. Do you think there's any sort of cause for concern that we're going so defensive in the second half, or do you think it's just that we're playing away from home?
Yeah, I think it's okay if we're winning. You know, I think it will be a bit of a struggle if it's maybe a bit of a slow 1-1, 0-0, and they start to take control, especially in the second half. But if that's the kind of team that we're going to be, which I can see us going that way, we'll be more than happy to just sit back and soak up and absorb the pressure. We need to be a lot better at the back. We need to be more solid at the back. Which for me, we're not. We're not at the minute. So, yeah, I don't think it's a massive concern because obviously, like I say, the players are still learning and gelling together. I think 2-3 months down the line, if it's still the same issue, then yes, it is going to be a big concern.
I just want to touch on Jack. You did make a point there that I really do disagree with on the defensive side. I thought against Portsmouth, we looked very solid defensively. I think Darling, Medic were really good. Kovacevic in goal was brilliant at claiming crosses, just soaking the pressure up, like you say, absorbing the pressure. I think the only weak link that was there, I think Cordoba in the first half was worrying me a bit. And then when Schlupp came on again, just didn't look fit. I thought Stacey had a really good game.
He had a good game versus Portsmouth, yeah. He had Murphy on strings all game.
He did, and then obviously Fisher came on, made that rash challenge that gave away the penalty. I don't think it was Fisher's best game, but I understand the substitute. But it was the fact that Portsmouth were then, as soon as Fisher came on, because he's only a small lad, Portsmouth were just pinging long balls over to that right hand side of ours. So it was he was put up against the works a bit. But I did think we did look fairly good defensively. I thought that was Jakov Medic's best game in the Norwich shirt, I must say.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, we looked okay. But there's still a mistake or two in there. Proven by conceding a penalty. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it was a great save. But proven there is still a mistake and a big mistake at that by giving away the penalty. And I'm not just looking at the singular game against Portsmouth at the weekend. I'm talking about the 3 games that we've had. There's going to be some gaps there. And teams will quickly exploit those gaps.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right there. I think we still do need to get better defensively. I think a lot of that 3 points away at Portsmouth was ridden a bit on the luck side, especially with John Swift hitting the crossbar. And it was we did get fortunate at times. But obviously we touched on Millwall at home. Not a great start, but there were a few positives to take, Jack. Like you said, the opening 25 minutes was really good. Alex, you said that as well. He did look very, very positive going forward. Just didn't really create enough. We've definitely seen an improvement since that, Alex, haven't we?
Yeah, in the attacking sides going forward, we've seen vast improvements. I think having Diallo there now, that kind of creates more opportunities for us going forward rather than having... who did we have versus... Schlupp, yeah. Schlupp is a defender, really, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, by trade.
So having him on the wing doesn't really...
Yeah, it doesn't really
bode.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. I think you've fantastic point. I think since Diallo's come into the side, we've looked a different team. He's I think he's been fantastic. He's quick, energetic, direct, and that's what. Oh, Jack's camera has just fallen. This is what improvisation does for you.
Sorry about this, chaps. Won't happen again.
Oh, it's the news of Papa Diallo. He loves it. He got too excited. His phone fell off. But yeah, we'll touch on Watford away now. Obviously, Papa Diallo comes into the starting lineup. It was a Papa Diallo derby, of course. Jack, how good was Papa Diallo?
Very good. I thought he delivered many balls into the box very well. I think he looked quick. He's not scared to take on his man. Yeah, I enjoyed watching him. It was a delight, shall we say?
A delight. Alex, we'll go on to you about Papa Diallo. I think not only it was his attacking work really good, but his defensive work in terms of pressing.
Yeah, defensive work was really good. That track back he made and basically got a goal kick out of it as well.
Yeah, in the away, right in front of me.
Right in front of the away end.
That got me going.
That was good. That recovery was good.
It was also how the 2 goals came around in that game. It came from Norwich's press and Diallo's press, and that's sort of a way that we're seeing with Norwich that we want to sort of play. Is that we are very high pressing, very in your face sort of team, and it's evident that is going to get us chances, and we have the players to do so. yeah, Jack, we'll go back to you. What do you think of this new sort of high pressing football I mean, Norwich have always been a high pressing side under Daniel Farker and Johannes Hoff, but even more so under Liam Manning. It just seems so aggressive now. Are you a fan?
I am. I am. It works. It works very well. I think it helps the fact that we've got a very good mix of kind of young and old in the team. So we have got that enthusiasm to kind of, being a young player, you want to impress, so you want to fucking run and run and run, which is good to see. But then obviously you've got the not old players.
Yeah, I was going to say we don't really have old players. Experience, I think, is a
older than the young players, obviously.
Well, that's what it's working at.
So I think it helps that we do have that balance, and it's good to see. The only concerns that I have is on the change of play. So we lose the ball on the transition. I think teams will catch us out. The fact that, we do play with obviously wing backs. And as a wing back, even just as a modern day left back, you've got to be one of the fittest players on the pitch. So I do think we'll get exploited a little bit there.
It all depends on sort of Manning's fluidity, because it does seem like in possession at times, especially against Portsmouth, against Watford, the Arlo is pushing up higher, but then Fisher or Stacey, whoever's at right back, obviously Watford was Fisher, Portsmouth was Stacey. It does seem like he then goes into right back, where we then have a flat four where we had Cordoba, Darling, Medic, and Stacey. So it just seems like out of possession and in possession, we are playing different formations, utilising different positions, and it's the fluidity that Liam Manning's talking about, isn't it, Alex?
Yeah, it's changing in throughout the game, and start off in one position, and then we just change throughout the game.
Yeah, it works though. I think we're sort of seeing that it does work. We're seeing that Diallo can sort of utilise that left wing role when we're sort of pressing and going high at the pitch, but then when he's needed defensively, obviously we saw it at Watford.
We saw it at Watford, didn't we?
Yeah, he can be good defensively. But yeah, obviously win at Watford, winning the cup, Southampton next. Looking forward to that one. A real test against a good side as well. I'll be interested to see what sort of team we put out for that. But we'll go on to Pompey away now. Only about just over 48 hours after it finished. Alex, you went. What was the atmosphere like in the away end?
Atmosphere did not stop for 90 minutes straight.
That's what we like to hear. Away days are back, aren't they? But yeah, well, in terms of the opening sort of 15 minutes, how crazy were they?
The first 15 minutes, it was like the first 5 minutes, no one could believe it would have actually scored.
Yeah, Harry Darling.
Because you couldn't, the away end there is like so far away from the other end. It's like you didn't actually know it had gone in, and then a couple of minutes later we saw him running off, and then we all started celebrating. Yeah. So it's like a little bit of a delay, but yeah.
Yeah, happy days though.
That was
happy
good.
Days. Yeah, Jack, I'll come on to you. Obviously, Norwich ran out the blocks flying in that game. 2 goals, one from Harry Darling from a Nunes free kick, and then a throw-in from Harry Darling, flicked on by Cordoba, met by Josh Sargent. And we spoke about this at half-time. Have we ever seen Norwich this effective from set pieces?
I don't think we have.
You had a think there. You had a
think. Listen, you've got to have a thing, can't you? I think the only other time would have been as effective from set pieces would have kind of been the under Farker Mario Vrancic from a dead ball.
Yeah. But even then, we could say in the recent era, we've got Marcelino Nunes with a dead ball, Gabriel Sara with a dead ball under David Wagner. But it does seem like we're sort of, again, fluid in terms of set pieces. We can be dangerous from throwings. We can be dangerous from deep free kicks. And what was interesting is that, Darling was unmarked, and it was, he should be scoring a header, and he did. So, yeah, fair play. But it was the little bits, the little tweaks that we done to make sure that Harry Darling got that space. And I think it was Topic and maybe Sienat who were just just holding off the Portsmouth defenders to allow Harry Darling the gap to run through. It was like the Red Sea had parted, and he was able to get his head on it. It was really, really well worked, wasn't it, Alex?
Definitely really well worked. And Nick Stanley is on a redemption run this season.
He is. He is. I did want to bring that up. Nick Stanley.
Last season, our set pieces were woeful.
It was towards
defending and attacking.
I will be honest. Towards the back end of the season, attacking set pieces, we weren't awful. We did start scoring from a few corners.
We did start to, but
on the whole,
throughout the whole season, it was poor.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's so weird to see us affected from a throwing. Obviously, we know how that came about in the post match. Is that Harry Darling was messing around after training, taking throwings. Liam Manning spotted it from the corner of his eye and realised, oh, he's got a launch on him. Let's utilise it. And then all of a sudden, we're seeing this this training ground move come into fruition, and that was really well worked as well, wasn't it, Jack?
Yeah, very well worked. I think it goes to show that, albeit it's not unconventional, but for us it is, to kind of utilise, really something that we wouldn't have used previously. So yeah, I think it's onwards and upwards, mate. To be honest, 100 goals, 100 points, win the league. Season's over by February, mate.
I do love your optimism, Jack. It's what gives me.
It's gone from the playoffs to 100 points, 100 goals.
This is what 3
stick
points
with me,
does.
chaps.
Does to you.
Yeah, stick with me, chaps.
2 away wins in a week. This is what it does to you. It gives you the false optimism. But obviously, we'll talk about the defensive performance. We spoke about the goals, but actually, I want to talk about the midfield for a second. Because I thought first half, our midfield was unbelievable. We controlled that game, and it was down to one man. And when he left the field, it was very noticeable that we didn't have any control of the game anymore. And that is Marcelino Nunez. We have to keep him, right? We have to. Alex, I'll go on to your thoughts first about Marcelino Nunez, then I'll go on to Jack. We have to keep him, right?
We have to. Going forward, he is one of our attacking threats.
And he controls the game as well, doesn't he?
He just controls the midfield very, very, very well.
He does. He's excellent at that.
You could tell as soon as he went off, the midfield was like, a bit here and there. And then you can tell the substitutions that Manning made. I know that Marcelino was forced, but the subs, we kind of went off the boil a bit.
They were very defensive subs. I do agree. I don't understand why we brought. Anyway, we'll touch on the subs in a second, Jack. We'll go on to you about Marcelino Nunez. He was excellent. He was unbelievable. He's been unbelievable the last 2 games he started. We have to. You agree? We have to keep him, right?
I agree. I think we do need to keep him. Whether we will or not, I don't know. I think
a couple of weeks
he's definitely more. If we were to lose him, he would be more of a miss than what Borja Sainz is, in my opinion.
I agree.
I think kind of everything that the team does, both attacking and defending, goes through Marcelino. So if we lose him, I don't think he'd go cheap, because especially this close to the end of the window, because we'd need someone to replace him, come in kind of like for like.
Absolutely. I think the only issue is with Marcelino is that he is on the last year of his contract. All I'm going to say, Liam Manning, is get it written. Get it written up right now and let the man sign it. Get the man to sign it. Lock him in a basement for the rest of the window, because I think we have to keep Marcelino Nunez. The other concern for me, because that was the first concern. The other concern for me is he did go off with a knock.
He did.
Really don't hope it's too serious, do we, Alex?
No, but he was down for a little while.
There is that. It was like,
he was down for a long while, and then he got back up again, and then he got knocked again, I think.
Yeah, he did get knocked again, and that's when he
then that just ended the game for him there.
Yeah, it is a shame to see, because obviously he is such a key player. Obviously, Manning did say in his post-match presser is that he's got swelling around his ankle. We'll wait to hear from that. I think if he's not starting against Middlesbrough, I think he'll be a big miss, won't he, Jack?
Yeah, it'll definitely be a big miss. Again, I touch on what I've just said. Everything that the team does, it goes through him in one way or another. Um, so yeah, if it is a serious one, it's it's going to be a struggle for us. But with every cloud, there's a silver line, and it means that he's not going to go anywhere. Um, and I think he'd be more inclined to maybe sign maybe a year contract extension.
We can all dream,
Yeah,
can't we, Jack? I know you're always the optimist here on Bleed Norwich. So you
Someone's
know.
got to be.
Well, yeah, because me and Alex are very. I think we're leveled out now. I think we're
bit leveled
optimistic
out
as
now. Yeah.
well. Um,
Just touching on the Marcelino thing, I really hope it's not a recurring problem from last season.
yeah, no, that's the thing. Because the thing is with Marcelino, he is very injury prone. Ever since he's been here at Norwich, there has been like an injury that keeps him out for about 6 weeks every
There
so
was
often
two
through the
last
season.
season, weren't there? There was obviously his ACL, I think, and his ankle.
I don't think it was his ACL. ACL would have kept him out for a
No,
lot
well,
longer.
no, not ACL.
Something
Oh
or
yeah,
other.
he had both legs. It was one injury on one leg and then one injury on the other.
Yeah,
So
he,
like,
he has been unfortunate with injuries, but when he's fit and playing, he is arguably one of the best midfielders in the Championship.
yeah,
But obviously, we'll touch on the other side of the midfield. Mirko Topic.
beast.
Wow, wow, wow. He's good, isn't he? He's good, isn't he?
He's good. He is good.
He's a unit, isn't he, Jack? Well,
Um, yeah, he's big. I wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of him, going shoulder to shoulder.
you wouldn't know. And he was excellent again. Obviously, the issue was he got a silly yellow card early in the first half, or midway through the first half, should I say? And I was very worried for the whole game. And I'm thinking, okay, we brought Marcelino off here. Jacob Wright's come on. Surely we're taking Topic off at some point. He's on a yellow. He's a red card walking. Surely, like, we've got to take him off. I'm expecting Liam Gibbs to come on at any time. And no, he plays full 90. He doesn't get sent off. And I think again, he's he's an he's an absolute unit, and he's
Yeah,
just what we've been missing in the midfield, isn't he, Alex?
yeah, definitely. I think that he's the type of player that we've been looking for in midfield.
Yeah, absolutely. I think ever since Alex Setti and Oliver Skip have gone, we've
Yeah,
not had that same sort of ball winner in
or
midfield.
that sort of fight in midfield. We haven't really had that
No,
for
we
recent
haven't.
years.
No, we haven't. But yeah, we'll touch on the midfield. We'll touch on the defence. Obviously, I did say earlier in this podcast, Jakov Medic, his best game in a Norwich shirt yet. I thought he was sensational. And he played a lot deeper than usual as well. He's sort of
Yeah,
sweeping up. He obviously got found out for his pace against Millwall. So it was a case of like, okay, how can we make sure that he doesn't get on the wrong side of that again? We've played him a bit deeper. And he works so well as that sort of sweeper, doesn't he?
yeah. I've heard a lot of people at Portsmouth saying that he is slow.
Yeah.
He is very slow, and he can't catch up with the ball.
But if you play him a bit deeper, we've seen the best side of Yakov.
Yeah,
Medic,
exactly.
haven't
Yeah,
we, Jack?
I think obviously you said that it's his best performance so far in a Norwich shirt. Now I would agree, but before kick-off, we only had 90 minutes worth that we could compare it to.
We were out
So-
in Den Haag away as well. Let's remember that. And he played.
Yeah, obviously there is that. That doesn't count. So I think in that respect, you're not wrong. I think he's got a lot of improvement to do before he's considered properly match ready, championship ready. Especially if we're going to be pushing for promotion this year, which let's face it, everyone at the club wants, every fan wants it. Christ alive, he needs to improve so much more if he's going to compete in the Premier League next season.
Christ, see, you're not holding back on any punches, are you?
Mm-mm.
But Harry Darling gets his first Norwich goal. If we talk about Premier League ready centre halves, I think Harry Darling is definitely in that conversation, is he not?
definitely. I think so.
Jack, do you agree?
I agree. I think there's only one not fullback, centre half, sorry, at the club that is proper Premier League ready, and that is Shane Duffy.
I will never understand the love for that you've got for Shane Duffy.
Listen, last season
We were awful defensively, and he was awful.
No, listen, right.
I don't get the love.
The best thing he done last season was run through the whole team and went and scored that goal. That's all he's done.
Oh, against Preston away, I remember that. That was a cracky little goal.
For me, he is a very, very good centre half, and I don't see how he's not in the team ahead of Jose Cordoba, because that bloke,
he's not left-footed. This is the modern day football, Jack. We need left-sided centre back needs to be left-footed. Obviously, Harry Darling does like the left-hand side, so I do see that argument. You can push Darling over, can put Duffy in, but mate, no, Duffy is not. I don't see your love for him. I don't get it.
Well, I do.
Is he still on the most wages?
Probably. Jack's probably paying him. Well, he's probably paying Jack half his wages to say this all about
sure
him.
He's on 30k.
That man deserves every penny. He's worth his weight in gold, the boy.
Right, okay. Well, Shane Duffy has clearly been paying Jack off to say nice things about him. I just don't get the hype with Shane Duffy. I think he's average at best at championship level, but we saw last season the amount of goals we shipped. He's clearly not at the level. Harry Darling is the club's best centre-back. There is no doubt about that. And he's unbelievable. And he's definitely Prem ready if we do go up this season. And then touching on the match winner, I would say, Vladan Kovacevic, as I've been told to pronounce it now. Not Kovacevic, Kovacevic.
Yeah.
Thank you for the club putting out a pronunciation video for everyone, because we have signed so many players with difficult names to pronounce. I'm so glad they've done that.
We've all been getting them wrong.
And yeah, we've been getting them wrong. It's Kvis Gordon, not Kvis Garden. So I'm glad we got that one. Vladan Kovacevic. But yeah, we'll touch on Big Vlad. Brilliant. That save, by the way, in the 11th minute. Corner comes in. We're not awake to it. We're half asleep. A bit of a wake-up call, this was.
He's the only one that was awake.
And he was the only one that was awake. Scrambling, point-blank save. And then a minute later, Josh Sargent scores a header, put us 2-0 up. Match-winning save.
Definitely.
And that's in the first half. That's in the first half. So then we go on to the second half. The amount of crosses he went out and claimed, just to calm us down, just to take the tempo out of the game. And then the penalty save. The smile after it. God. Jack, wasn't that smile infectious?
Listen, it was, but, you know, you say that all of these, you know, he's come out, he's claimed some crosses, made it great save in the 11th minute. Penalty save, hell, even better. But is that not what we pay him to do? Or
Jack, we have
all right, Roy Keane.
Right, Jack. Right, the goalkeeping.
It's his job.
The goalkeeping situation last season, we did not have a competent goalkeeper that could claim crosses, make penalty saves. No. Okay, don't.
You can't.
You can't say anything here. No, Jack.
I'm going to walk out of the shed in a minute.
Well, your missus ain't letting you back in the house.
George was woeful when Dunn was out.
Hang on. Can we just touch upon penalty saves for a minute here? George Long saved a penalty last season, did he?
Yeah, but he also conceded 3 goals in that game.
That bloody penalty was a daisy
card. Listen. Did he save a penalty, yes or no?
It was a daisy card penalty, but yeah.
Right, there we go then. He saved a penalty. But listen, at the end of the day, Kovacevic, great player, really good play. He won the game for us, right?
He did.
But let's not forget, it's his job. Okay.
Jesus Christ. Right, so this man will sing Shane Duffy's praises all day long, but when it comes to Vladan Kovacevic,
it's his job.
It's his job. Isn't also
Vlad,
Shane
Duffy? Vlad, if you wanted to send Bleed Norwich a pair of gloves, boots, shirt, we'll take them. Of course we'll take them, okay? But just don't forget, chap, it's your job.
Not to send us gloves. Jesus
no,
Christ.
To save fucking penalties and shit, man. Come on.
Oh my God. Okay, look.
Oh,
Oh,
that bit.
for all the Spotify listeners out listening to this right now on your morning drives, morning walks, morning runs, whatever you're doing, your afternoon walks, your afternoon runs, me and Alex, we're both in hysterics at Jack's opinions, and I think Jack is in hysterics at his own opinions, based on Vladan Kovacevic and Shane Duffy. So yes, wonderful. Cheers, Jack.
can't
It's why.
compare the two, can you?
Yeah, I still can't understand how he's saying it. I get it is his job, but he's done his job very fucking well.
Isn't it everyone else's job to play football, though?
Yeah, no, exactly. We
So
can
you
say
can
this for
make the same
everyone.
arguments about anyone in the team.
Well, yeah, I agree.
There you go, then.
Jesus. Right. Well, we've touched on Pompey, a great win. Also, where the fuck did 10 minutes added time come from?
I was there and I don't have a clue.
I know there was a few injuries. I was expecting 6, 7, at a push 8, 10, double figures. Yeah. I don't know if anyone else, but a little bit of poo came out of me during those 10 minutes of added time.
I got a little bit sweaty in the way end towards the end there.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I was on my sofa asleep.
That's what input you have to this.
Christ.
I won't lie. The second half, kind of, I was a bit like, nah. Listen, we're out of sight here, chaps. I'm gonna catch a few Zeds.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. For all the Spotify listeners out there, I'm sorry for that moment of awkward silence, but just taking Jack seriously sometimes for me and Alex is a real struggle. But we'll look ahead.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. We'll look ahead to Middlesbrough coming up at the weekend. Middlesbrough are on fine league form. Let's just make that clear. Fine league form. They won their opening day against Swansea at home, winning 1-0. And then they went away to Millwall, who beat us opening day of the season, and they won 3-0 away from home. But let's not forget, they also got trounced 4-0 midweek in the Cup by Doncaster Rovers. Let's have this right. That Middlesbrough side wasn't massively weak. It was still a fairly strong Middlesbrough side.
It weren't really a second string side.
No, there was a few changes, of course, but it's the Cup. Everyone makes a few changes. We made a few changes. We still beat Watford. But they lost 4-0 to Doncaster. So bear that in mind. But in terms of league form, Middlesbrough are doing very, very well. Rob Edwards has got a lot of love over at Middlesbrough. Alex, we'll start with you. Any changes that need to come in for the weekend?
Well, if obviously the Nunes change, if he is out, however long it will take, he'll have to obviously be
sidelined.
That'll be Jacob Wright, I would suppose. That would come into him.
I like Wright. I think Jacob Wright's a great footballer.
I'm not sure about this 3/5 back. I don't really know.
Doesn't suit Jacob Wright as well. Maybe I don't know. It's early days. So I think all the players are still getting used to the system as well. So yeah. I think we are gonna have to give this Liam Manning ball a bit of time.
Yeah, definitely. If it comes to changing formations or if it does kick on and work, then happy days.
Exactly. That's. I think that's it. Like you say, I think the only real notable change that we probably will make is going to be Nunes out for the right. If Nunes' injury is a bad one, if he's fit and available, get Nunes starting. Yeah. That's what I say. Jack, we'll come on to you regarding Middlesbrough at home. Are you looking forward to it?
Listen, I think it's going to be it's going to be the hardest game so far this season.
Ooh, maybe. I think Millwall was always going to be harder, but fair enough. Yeah, they beat Millwall, but I think that was our first game under the new Liam Manning system in competitive football. So,
okay, so I'll just change my opinion because Doeke says. Cheers, then. So anyway, I think. I think it was going to be the hardest game so far this season against Middlesbrough at home. They look okay. They look good. Obviously, they've got Ipswich's star player Hayden Hackney. He can score some goals.
Yeah, he scored at the weekend. He scored a
He
really
did.
nice goal.
He did score at the weekend. Yeah, he scored in the 49th minute. If you want to know,
God, Jack's got his stats out. That's what Jack's here for.
all off the dome.
All off the day, off the
As you're
sheet.
looking down at the floor.
As you're looking down at your sheet of paper. Don't worry, we all do it. We all do it. We all make notes here.
Hey,
Don't worry.
You'll do it.
listen for the audio listeners out there. Okay, don't listen to them. They're lying. I was not looking down at my phone or a piece of paper. But no, listen. I think it's going to be a good game. I think we'll win. I think we'll win 4-3. I think it's going to be.
Oh, sorry, no.
Sorry?
I love how sort of nonchalant you were about that. 4-3, like it's an average scoreline in the championship.
4-3, just carry on rolling with what he's saying.
Yeah, no, Jack. By all means, carry on. Sorry.
Thanks. So yeah, I think 4-3 we'll win. I do think we'll score a penalty. Maybe. But no, it's going to be I think it's going to be a bit of a feisty game, you know.
Okay.
I can see Topic losing his absolute marbles in this game.
Jack's either got a crystal ball out or he's lost his own marbles. So I'll be honest, Jack. A 4-3 scoreline, a penalty being scored by Norwich. That doesn't happen often. Let's be real, because we do miss a lot of penalties. And Mirko Topic losing his head. I think he's got the coolest head in the whole team. But yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, a 4-3 win. I think I'll be happy with I think a 2-0, a clean sheet, and a goal from Sargent and a goal from Sienats for me. Alex, your score prediction going into Middlesbrough?
1-0.
1-0 win.
1-0 win.
Happy days.
Boring.
Okay.
But real.
Realistic. There
Rather than
4-3.
4-3. Having
but yeah,
game all over again.
Oh yeah, no, they won 5-3 away at Derby. They were I think they were. I read something. They were 3-2 down at the 70th minute, and by the 79th they were 5-3 up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what the championship's about. Maybe Jack's 4-3 prediction might come into fruition. Then we're still yet to see. As our mystic Jack, if it does come in, I'll buy you a few beers next time I see you.
I'm actually training for the London Marathon, but so I don't drink.
Yeah, and just touching on that, if you haven't donated to Jack's London Marathon,
I don't think anyone knows about it yet, do they?
No one knows about it, but they're going to know about it. The link will be in our description.
Well, you do now.
Please donate. Jack is training to run the London Marathon. We're all out here supporting him. Please support him as well. If you can donate anything to the cause, that'll be great. Jack, what charity are you running for?
Yeah, so I'm running the London Marathon for Alzheimer's Society. It's a charity very close to my heart, with my granddad unfortunately passing away with dementia a few years ago. So, yeah.
So, yeah, if you can donate anything, guys, link will be down in the description. And, make sure you...
I'll make a post for it on Instagram and all the socials, and yeah.
So if you do need the socials to have a look at it,
they're in the description as well.
Exactly. There we go. Little bit of a plug in there for you, Jack. As we know, you're doing it for such a good cause, and one that's very close to your heart. And you're a good bloke as well, I guess as well. But yeah, obviously Middlesbrough at home. Yeah, it's going to be a difficult game, like Jack said. I think it'll be one of our most difficult tests this season. It'll be somewhere to see where we're at. We played Watford; they aren't great. We played Pompey. Yeah, they're good at home, but they're not really technically great. That makes sense. They're very just sort of in-your-face, hard-hitting team. Middlesbrough do have very good technical players, as Jack said. They've got Ipswich's star man Hayden Hackney, Alex Griffin's best friend, and they're gonna be up for the game, especially after the start they've had in the league season. They're going to look fairly decent, and we've got to try and nullify that and take control of the game. And I'm certain we will, especially at home with the home crowd behind us. Obviously, I think the atmosphere is definitely building at Carrow Road and away from home. But yeah, we'll touch on Southampton in the cup very briefly because we don't know what the team's going to be looking like. Alex, when the draw came out, what did you think?
Another boring championship draw.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
Jack, I either want a challenge or I want like another team from like a lower league,
Like a Bromley away.
Bromley away,
Port
and then
Vale.
go with Charleston.
Port Vale. Or Port Vale. We could have got
Port Vale, yeah, Port Vale. I'd be happy with Port Vale away.
You got Birmingham away, haven't you, Jack? Port Vale?
Yeah, the Vale have got the Midlands Blues in the cup. That'll be a tough one for the Vale. To be fair, I wouldn't like to predict the scoreline for that one.
But Jack, what are your thoughts when the draw came out and we got Southampton at home?
I was happy we were at home.
Okay. What one for the locals to get to, of course.
Yeah, that's about it, mate. To be honest,
I think Alex summed it up pretty well.
Pretty much summed up, doesn't it?
Yeah, another boring championship game, I guess.
Yeah,
None
I'll
of
just
us
copy
really
and
have
paste
any
what
words
Alex
on
said.
Okay, well, we'll touch on a couple of other subjects as we run through the games, run through the upcoming games, our thoughts on the performers and whatnot. We'll touch on the 4-back versus 5-back. Alex, we'll come to you first. What are your thoughts?
I don't really know what system fits better at the moment, to be honest.
Because against Watford, it did seem more...
Watford, it looked pretty good.
It looked like a 4-back. Crescene was sort of left-back. But then sometimes it seemed like Diallo was playing left wing-back and Crescene was playing left centre-back. So it was
how it was actually put out on the media, it looked like Diallo was the wing-back.
Oh, it looked like he was a winger against Watford. Against Pompey, it was a... I have no idea, because honestly,
I'm lost with it, to be honest with you.
But what do you prefer? 4-back.
4-back. It seems more together and solid, rather than having these wingers.
I like a 5-back. I'm a modern day football tactico, so
I think the wing backs just leave us open too much sometimes.
I can see that. Jack, 4-back or 5-back?
Or always 4.
I'm guessing you like 4 in front of them and 2 in front of them.
Brexit. 4.
4.
Oh yeah,
He got on.
Jesus, wept. It's been a long day. All right.
Oh,
yeah, 4-4-2, mate. Pump it up there.
But to be fair,
2 strikers.
We do sometimes play that in like. You do see this, like Searnaps and Sargent will just go up top together. Whoever the other forward is will drift out to the right to fill in the right mid spot. The left wing back, Diallo, usually will push up to left mid. And then it does seem like we've got that 4-4-2 base. At times, Jack, we are seeing your type of football. Just not the long ball type. Well, towards the end of the game, unless. And then we'll touch on another hot topic of debate. Jack Stacey or Kellen Fisher? Alex, we'll come to you.
Stacey.
Jack?
Stacey.
Now, this is such a good argument because I was it's also pissed me off a little bit because I'm very much in the Jack Stacey gang as well, but I also love Kellen Fisher. I think Kellen Fisher's an excellent right back.
Don't get me wrong, he's a good player.
I think Kellen Fisher's excellent. He got very unfortunate with that challenge. It was just a moment of madness. But against Watford, he was really, really good. And that's not to say that Kellen Fisher's a bad player, but I was really hoping you were going to all say Kellen Fisher because I know a lot of fans just give Stacey a lot of stick for absolutely no reason. And the main reason for it being Stacey's a right wing back. He's got no end product. Well, let me just read you this from right back. And this is as a back 4 over the last 2 seasons. We've not played a back 5. Back 4. So as just an out and out right back. He's got 16 goal contributions in 2 seasons. 16 from right back.
For a right back. Very good.
Those are good numbers. So any of you Jack Stacey haters that are listening or watching this podcast and thinking, oh, but he's got no end product. Look at the numbers he's been pulling over the last few seasons. He's got end product.
Portsmouth, he was solid.
He was. I think Jack Stacey's excellent. I also think Kellen Fisher's excellent. And this is a very hard debate. It's like who suits the system better is where you come into.
Yeah.
And like you both said, it is Jack Stacey. He is the more out and out right wing back. But if we are looking for that more solid defensive option, of course we'll go with Kellen Fisher. He's got a crunching tackle on him.
Yeah, he's got a very good tackle.
And for me, I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, let's cash in on Kellen Fisher. Let's cash it." No. I think he's still going to be a very solid right back in years to come. Don't you think, Jack?
Yeah, listen, he's definitely one for the future. I think in the here and now, don't get me wrong, he's a fucking brilliant player. But I personally would rather Jack Stacey in there. But I think it's difficult to keep Jack Stacey on for the full 90 from time to time. So he's a great player to have sat there ready on the sidelines to come in, and then in maybe half a season's time, or he's there ready to come in. He's hungry. He wants to play. So listen, I think he's definitely one for the future, and who knows, Jack Stacey might get injured this season. I mean, touch wood, he doesn't. But if he does, it's good that we've got that. Yeah, we've got that player there that can just slot straight in place.
And that's another thing with the sort of the squad depth that Norwich have got now. It's we've got quality, not just squad depth, not just depth in areas, but quality in the depth in the areas that we're looking in. Obviously, if Nunes is out injured, we bring in Jacob Wright, another great midfielder. We had Forson go off injured, who come in. Emi Marcondes, who had a great game against Watford. Obviously, he wasn't as effective versus Portsmouth, but at Watford, he was brilliant with his pressing. So we have options there. We've got Schwartz, we've got Jurasek. Where is he? People still ask. He's still an option. So we've got so many players and so many players of quality in all the positions that we need. So I think that's the recruitment team at Norwich have done excellent. And it is that time for the podcast to jump onto the questions that you guys have sent in. So we will. Alex, you did send them to me, didn't you?
I have sent them. Have you got everyone's names in that?
Yeah,
obviously, I'll read them out, and then if you just read the names or whatever, we'll just.
Oh, I can just read them all from here.
Just read them all.
Yeah, I've just got them all from here. Yeah. So we'll start with the first one. Owen Fryer 07 asks, how do you think City will do this year? Do you think the streak will continue against Scum? Alex, we'll go to you first. Do you think the streak will continue?
Yes.
Confident. Jack?
I do.
Yes. 100%. Listen, if we lose to them, I'm cutting off my leg.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
there we go. Jack's going to do the London Marathon one-legged if we lose.
Yeah. Can we just cut that?
No, the podcast is no cuts. Your leg will be though.
Fuck.
I'm hopeful, but at the same time, I'm very apprehensive. They could obviously have had a great start to the season.
This is probably the most.
Best chance they've had.
Best chance they've had. I mean, the last time we played them in the league was the best chance they had. They were top.
Yeah.
We weren't in contention, really.
Yeah.
That was the best chance they'd had in years.
No, it is. It is going to be difficult. I'm very hopeful that we do. I think, is that mentality of Ipswich never beating Norwich that always sort of is going to be in the back of minds of Ipswich players. And I think that will definitely come into play. We'll touch on to the next question. Jay Milano. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. What professional team would you support if you can't support Norwich? Alex?
Can I go for the Norwich Academy? Are they professional enough?
You can go for Norwich Women's. They are now they've got professional players.
Well, they've got professionals. Yeah, let's go for that then.
Jack?
Port Vale.
Fair enough. FC Groningen. There you go. One from the Netherlands. I mean, if I had to pick one.
Well, that doesn't count.
They're a professional team. Hang on. It does count. Right, so Charlie 4120 asks, do you think City is going to go on a home winning streak like they did in previous seasons? Obviously, we went on that really good unbeaten run at home where we didn't lose for a whole year. I think we'll see. I think we've got the quality to go unbeaten at home if we can create Carrow Road into a bit of a fortress. Alex?
If we put it into a fortress, then yeah.
Jack?
But it's going to take time.
I personally don't see it happening. I think this season will be very much really, really good away. I think we'll be kind of mediocre at home, if I'm being totally honest.
So rogue of your opinions. I feel like you just did it for clicks half the time.
Generally, I'm not. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a content guy, but in this for this question, I generally think we'll be. We won't be awful at home, but I just can't see us being, that unbreakable team at home, apart from when Ipswich comes to town, obviously.
Of
Well, we
course.
have seen it already, I suppose, haven't we? Two
Yeah,
away
two
wins.
away wins, 0 home wins. Obviously, only one game at home. We'll go on to Joe K. 32. Do you think the formation will change slightly depending on the other team, or just 3-4-2-1? Obviously, Liam Manning has spoke about the fluidity and how we'll set up differently against other teams. So I think we could potentially see changes.
Yeah.
Alex,
Yeah, definitely. I think we'll see changes until we find a system that works.
I think it just depends on the team we face. Jack,
Yeah.
I personally think it'll stay majority the same throughout the season. I think personnel within the squad will change from game to game, but I think the system itself will not change, basically.
fair enough. Oh, right. Will Simpson has asked, what would be your all-time Norwich 11? Now, I think we do this from a certain year. We're all around the same age here. Should we do it from 2010 onwards?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, in goal, who are we all having? I'm going to go with Tim Krul. Alex,
Tim Krul or Ruddy?
you got to pick one. We'll come back to you. Oh, you're going with Krul.
Yeah.
Jack?
John Ruddy.
Right, we're going to go 4-4-2 here, guys, by the way. Right back, who I'm having, Max Aarons.
I don't know, really.
We'll come back to you.
I
Jack?
can't remember who.
Russell Martin.
Alex, we'll come back to you.
Yeah, Russ Martin. Yeah.
All right, 2 centre-backs. Oh, God, this is going to... Tim Closer.
For me... Oh, okay, you go
and
first.
Christoph Zimmerman.
Ooh.
Zimbo is a shout. Zimbo is a good shout.
2 championship titles. Tim Closer got that goal.
I mean, he might even be watching this, so we'll go with Zimbo.
And you got 2 centre-backs here. From 2010, remember, so I've definitely missed a couple of decent ones out.
I'm just trying to think back.
Jack, we'll go on to you quickly.
So I'll have Zach Whitbread and Sebastian Basson.
Fair enough. Alex?
Yeah, I'm lost on the other one at the moment.
Oh, we're going to need one quickly. You got Seb Basong, Tim Closer. You got Harry Darling. You can even go for Harry Darling. We've got
Very boring.
Shane,
I
Shane
can't go
Duffy.
for Harry Darling just yet.
I'm surprised Jack hasn't gone for Shane Duffy.
He was up there, to be honest.
He was up
Honourable
there.
mention to Shane, to be honest. You're on the bench.
Right, Alex, come on. We're going to need a quick centre back here.
Was Leon Barnett a centre back?
He was.
There you go then. Leon Barnett.
Left back, I'm going with Adam Drury.
Yeah, Jury.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Ads as well.
Okay, we'll go. The midfield 4 is going to be so difficult because I think it's not going to be wingers. I don't think any wingers are actually going to be involved. It's going to be like 10s, so centre attacking midfielders and centre midfielders are midfield 4. I will go with my whole midfield 4.
Your whole midfield 4. Bloody hell.
Yeah, Wes Houlihan, Emi Buendia, Bradley Johnson, James Maddison.
Jesus, what?
That's a strong.
Oh, no.
That is
strong.
some forward.
Where's Gabby Sarah fitting into this?
Oh,
no!
God. Can we have a midfield 5 and one up top?
Oh, well then who?
No, 4-4-2, unfortunately. Chaps, you've picked your 4. All right, bud.
Right,
Alex, take it away, sir.
Alex, you go. Who are your midfield?
Madders. Houlihan.
Emmy's got to be in there.
Emmy is definitely in there. Oh, who's the last one?
You've got Bradley Johnson, Gabrielle Sarah, Johnny Alson, Vadis Ajijirafoe.
Ignacy Miguel.
I think he's a defender, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, he is as well, isn't he? Is he?
You got a shirt somewhere. Definitely is a defender.
Yeah, I've got a shirt. It's number 15.
Yeah, I guess you can't tell. Who are you going for? Your last midfielder. You've got Gabby Sarah. You've got
Sarah.
Bradley Johnson.
Yeah, sorry.
No Bradley Johnson for
I've
you.
probably
Christ.
missed loads out.
Yeah, there's definitely a few here that we've.
There's loads that I've been knocking about, but I can't think of at the moment.
I'm interested to see Jack's.
So I've gone for Andrew Sermon.
Fair enough. We got goal
Bloody
against
hell, I've got David Fox.
Oh,
So yeah, Andrew Sermon, Wes Houlihan, James Maddison, and Elliot Bennett.
no Buendia, our best player in
Cody McDonald.
He's a striker.
Cody McDonald was a striker.
I would disagree that Emi Wendy is our best ever midfielder. But okay.
I think it's between him and Houlihan, isn't it?
Well, there we go. And I've picked the best one. Thank you.
I'm surprised you didn't say Mark Tierney at left back. I know you absolutely adore him.
Love the
His
bloke.
cartwheels.
Yeah, when the lights went out. Whoa.
Yeah, lights went out and it was pissing down with rain.
Yeah, loved it.
Who was that in the centre circle? Mark Tierney doing cartwheels.
Right, front two. Holt and Pookie.
I don't think there's any other, is there?
Sarge could be in there.
So are they your two?
Yeah, Pookie and Holt.
I've gone for
Jesus Christ.
Grant Holt and Chris Martin.
Up the Beckles, boy.
Not the Beckles.
I said what I said.
Up the Beckles, boy.
Okay, we'll move on to next. We've still got loads of questions to fly through.
Yeah.
I really like. Who asked that question, by the way?
That was Will Simpson.
Well played, son. Great question, you.
Sonny Bales, I think his name is. Would you prefer Manning to start Fisher or Stacey for the rest of the season? Obviously, we've all said
We've touched upon that one.
it's all Stacey.
Stacey.
How many? Jake M2510 has asked, how many goals will Sargent score this season if he's kept fit and he stays at the club? 32. Alex,
Is this including Cup?
I've just gone with the league. If I'm including cup, I'm going for about 38.
That's just the league.
32 in the league, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck yeah.
The bloke only got 15 last season.
He was also injured for about 4 months.
He was, but
That
24.
4 months is like half the season.
24.
24. Jack?
24.
Also 24. Okay. Deck Cracknell has asked, where can you see Norwich being in 5 years' time? Champions League, group stage, the league table in the Champions League will be there. Alex?
An established Premier League side.
Jack?
Um,
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
I think we'll be flirting with the relegation zone.
In the Premier League, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got me worried then.
In League Two. Right. The next question comes from Max Pike. Any areas you think we need to strengthen in this window? I don't think so. I think
we've covered it.
We've done the business, haven't we?
Done the business, yeah. Obviously, losing players, and but I think we've got the right players in.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think we have.
Definitely. Jack?
Nah, Christ, what? Fucking hell.
Oh. Jack, do you think we need to strengthen in any positions before the end of the window?
No.
There we go. Sorry about that, Max. It took a while to get it out there. Hattie has asked, who is each of your favourite players?
Of all time or
I think
this year?
I think it's currently.
Currently, okay. Currently, Mirko
it's
Topic. Mirko Topic. Yeah, Mirko Topic.
Papa Diallo.
Doeke, did you want to say it one more time, mate, just in case we didn't hear?
Mirko Topic.
Shane Duffy.
Shane Duffy.
Oh, Christ. Do you think, Advark97, I don't know if that's your actual name, but do you think Visgarden will struggle to settle in while Sargent is here as he is a striker? I don't think so. I think Visgarden's a bit more versatile. He can, and the way how we're playing it's sort of like free forwards. I think Visgarden can play in those two roles that we've got and can play alongside Sargent. And I think it'll be interesting to see. Only time will tell, but I think Visgarden will be all right. Alex?
Yeah, when he gets his opportunity, obviously, to come in and show what he can do, I think he'll be all right. He can either drop just behind and play a sort of Cernak role or whatever, or he can be pushed out to the wing.
Jack?
I don't think he'll struggle settling in while Sargent's still here. I think he'll struggle settling in full stop, but I don't think Josh Sargent's got anything to do with it. I just think the style of play and the intensity will take a bit of getting used to.
Great point. Very well said. Have we done enough to get playoffs? Transfers, right people being brought into the club. I think we've done enough to get into the playoffs this season over the summer window. Alex?
Yeah, definitely.
Jack?
100%.
100%. That was a question from George Bushell. Hugo Bosch 08 has said, what are your thoughts on Mirko Topic so far?
Solid.
God, biceps. Jack?
Yeah, good.
yeah, good.
Oh my word! This is why we have brought Jack on to Bleed Norwich. He has his insight.
Just the football and knowledge, really.
Yeah, you said Sheffield Wednesday won't finish bottom of the league, so I still can never understand that. Do you think we have the squad we need to compete with the top teams? Yes, absolutely, and I think we'll be shown that over the next two games against Southampton and Middlesbrough. Alex agrees. Jack?
We are a top team.
Enough said.
There you go.
I love that. I believe these are the. Did we get any more in, Alex? Any more questions, or just these lot that we've got in? I've got two more to go through.
Just them ones, I think.
Just them ones. Isaac Sprott has asked, "What is the greatest championship season Norwich have played in?" 18-19.
18-19. From what I can remember.
Yeah, from our lifetime, that was the best season ever following Norwich. Jack?
Yeah, I agree.
A man of very, very few words. And Ned R17, our last question of the night, and I think Jack will be a huge fan of this one. Yeah. Thoughts on Cressene's start to the season? I think he's been underrated and solid. Jack, we'll come to you first. Now, for all you audio listeners out there that just couldn't see what Jack was doing, he was clapping and applauding Ned's question.
Ned, this bloke knows his stuff. Ben Crescene, great player. I say give him the Player of the Season award now. I think he's a very, very good player. Proven. The left of the three at the back, brilliant. I think he'd do a very good job as a left wing back also. But he's got that versatility there.
Yeah, I think Crescene's has had an excellent game against Watford, and I think he deserved to start against Portsmouth. I was a bit disappointed when the team news came out and he wasn't starting. But yeah, I think Crescene could most certainly do a role in that sort of left centre back, left back slot. I think he'd be excellent there. Alex?
Yeah, definitely. I think he can fit in.
Absolutely. There we go. Thoughts on Ben Crescene? I think he's excellent. And I think we've just got a very, very good team at Norwich at the minute, and I think that's what we've got to be positive about. The last little bit that you two absolutely hassled me and hounded me for in our little group chat last night was to bring up the FPL League. Obviously, if you have joined the Bleed Norwich FPL League, you can obviously see where you are. Alex and Jack had fairly decent starts to the season, and they wanted to bring up something that, go for it. Take it away.
Well,
Alex, I'll let you start, pal.
On top, and Jack second. And the expert in all this is bottom.
See, I'm a hipster when it comes to FPL. No Salah, no Haaland, just vibes. But thank you, Victor Gyökeres. Thank you, João Pedro, for fucking blanking. Awful. Fuming.
These are just sound like excuses, mate.
Oh,
to be honest. No, they really are, because I'm just going to have a look at my team now, okay? So I don't have Haaland or Salah, okay? And I still managed to get 58 points, okay?
I think I got 30.
You have 29.
20.
29 points.
Do you know what? If
I have-
Jurgen Klopp waited 30 more seconds, Frimpong would have got me 6 points. If Matt Sells didn't fucking concede,
It's all ifs or buts, mate.
well, that's what
If
football
buts
is.
and maybes, this.
Yeah, I don't do absolutes.
Oh, really?
If my aunt's a bald, she'd be my uncle, but she doesn't, so she's not. Do you get what I mean?
Cheers, Jack.
Long story short, we'll just cut this bit right here. Right, Doeke is pony when it comes to FPL, okay? And you will be bottom of the league come the end of the season.
Now, I've said to them both, it's been 1 game week. Wait till 5 game weeks in, and then hound me and abuse me for my FPL ability. For those audio listeners right now, Jack was just pulling silly faces at his camera. I mean, he does that usually anyway, but this is more silly than you.
Doeke, do you know where you are in the actual... 'cause obviously, we've got our own league, just us three. Do you know where you are in the Bleed Norwich league with all the fans as well on that?
Bottom 3. And there's about 250 people in that league.
There's over 300 people.
Over 300.
Mate, there's no, you're not bottom 3.
Not quite.
I'm bottom half.
You're 296.
So you're bottom. You recall in bottom 10.
Yeah.
Out of 309.
Fuck it. Well, that's a stinking start to the Premier League season. But anyway, we'll wrap up the podcast here. Thank you very much for those who tuned in on Spotify, for those who watched on YouTube. It's been excellent talking once again all about our favourite football team, Norwich City. Obviously, disappointment at home against Millwall, then cup win against Watford, and then ground out 3 points at Fratton Park, leading us into Middlesbrough at home on Saturday. Can the Canaries pick up another 3 points? Maybe. Can we win in the cup against Southampton? We quite well could. Can Ben Crescene start both games and make Jack a very happy man? Yes, he absolutely can. And thank you very much, guys, for listening to the Bleed Norwich podcast. Thank you very much for watching the Bleed Norwich podcast, and we'll see you all very soon.
Catch you in the next one.